Hello everyone, this is Straight Up Green from Hotel California Golf Club in WGT Golf. Welcome back. It is November. It is the month of Thanksgiving. If you look in the little scene here, you see the leaves turning. It's fall and it is time for a three banger. So let's go out there and do us a three banger. And so for my three banger, I am going to pick a course that reminds me of Thanksgiving. And I think for me, that might be Pinehurst. Don't ask me why. I think it's the pine trees in Pinehurst, North Kakalaki. So let's go there and play us a three banger. Got our conditions right. Never know what three we'll get. Let's hope they're fun. Oh, not this one. Okay. This is a par 3. In this par 3, you typically get two pin positions. The one you see here, and there's another one over here, which is, I think, I like it better than this one actually, but it can be hard because you can wind up in a travel lot, or there's a hill right here on the right that you have to be careful of. This one is pretty straightforward, but I don't know, the approach doesn't seem to add up to the mileage I calculate more often than not. So let's see, got a little bit of right to left wind. Let's account for that, and we'll have to take some off for the wind. We got a little bit of tailwind. Of course, it's par 3, so I normally take 3 off right from the get-go anyway. So let's see what I come up. I think I'm going to hit this probably around 210-ish, but we'll see. Hold on. So I might hit it just a little bit under 210. That maybe, let's see, 3, so maybe about 208. So let's see what happens. And I'm definitely going to move some grid squares to the right, count for the wind, and we'll hit it right around, that would be let's see, 97% is 205, so just a little more than that. About 208 is right there. And I'm not getting heartbeats, which don't surprise me because I don't play this hole very often. But I'm not bad off. I got about a 4-yard putt. 12.94 up. Four up, right? So I'm getting, from my little calculations, about 63%, or about 63 on my 20 meter. And so that would be right around here. Let's see what the break looks like. It's breaking pretty good. So up there. See what we come up with. It's a little bit off. Let's try it again. That's what I like about these practice greens, you know. You can You can play around with it and get a little more precise. Get your putting down.
Drained it.
All right, man. Hope we're not doing nothing but par threes here. All right, so this one, this is a little tricky. Usually there's a pin position up here, which ain't too bad. This one I really despise. For whatever reason, if you don't get it up on this layer here, which starts right about there, it can roll back down this hill. So you got to make sure you get it up there. And I would hit this probably, so it's 178 if I take the 3 off, and then another 177, but I'm getting about 4 here, so I would hit 180 with less backspin than I normally put for that distance. Just make sure I get up on that tier. 13, and my wind, I would say, is close to about there. Yeah, about 4 grid squares maybe. So let's see what that happens to do for us. Got the beats this time anyway. Come on, roll back down, roll back down. There we go. So good. Got a nice, easy putt. Well, easy's relative, right? 13 speed greens, you can miss the break up. You can hit it too hard, too soft, lip out. Especially with the dots moving a little bit like this. I just like to take my time, get it lined up. Make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. And then just give it enough speed to get there. Put it in the hole. Alright. It did. So we're knocking out all the par threes on Pinehurst. Strange how these random things work, but okay. All right, and I'm not a good par 3 player. I hate par 3s. I don't know why. I prefer par 4s, par 5s over par 3s. It's just the way I play. Hopefully I don't give that away to people I have to play in matches. They'll pick Band and Dunes on them or something. So this one, okay, so we got 2, so we got 5 off from the get-go, and then that's about 203, and then we got to take another 7 off. That leaves about a 196. So I'm going to hit, just because it's a little stiffer wind, I'm going to hit a 195 club. It looks like there's a little bit of left, right, but not much to really, get crazy over. And so I'll hit a 195 club. We'll see how it goes. I won't give it full. I'll take just a hair off because I don't trust that wind. Probably short. No, that was long. Okay, interesting. So I went 214 yards on a 195 club. Interesting. Okay. So not much break here though. Oh, look at that. Pretty good putt. So one thing though, I mean the dots, as you can tell, are moving around. So that means there's not going to be hardly any break. It's downhill, you know. So distance-wise, I would hit this about 15 feet, and then account for the green speed, and then I'd probably try my best to hit this straight in. So we could go by this, but I'm going to actually calculate it. So 17.3, 2.1. So I'm coming up with about 55 on my 20 meter. That's pretty heavy. I might actually go a little under that, maybe 53, 54, something like that. Just so it falls in the cup. I hit that pretty straight. Ah, missed it. So I have the right speed. I didn't ding it, so that's probably why it didn't go in. Let's try it again. I think I just if on these super straight putts, it's a little hint for you. Even though they're straight, you gotta kind of ding them, or they'll veer off path. A lot of times I off ding putts, so I'm not a real good dinger. Let's try it again. That was pretty close to the ding mark, but it still didn't ding it. I know it's not moving. That putt should be straight in. I think it's just me, but I might be hitting it just a little bit too hard. There, I dinged it. See, there we go. All right. Well, if nothing else, you got some advice on some par threes, a little bit about putting. Not much more you can do. I didn't go in the bunker. Didn't really get off the green. So, but anyway, that's good. So hopefully you got something out of this. I think every Thanksgiving from here on out, I do a three banger. If I'm still doing it, it's going to be right here, Pinehurst. So we'll probably get some different holes next time. All right. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, well, go ahead and get a turkey sandwich or something. All right. Take care. Straight Up Green out here.